Fine. So if you see this question, okay, this is the continuation for the previous session. If anybody absent for the previous session, go through the video which we already shared. So here, 9,900 is the selling price of first car as well as selling price of second car, right? That's what the data, 9,900. Hope you understand from the first line, 9,900 each. And first one, how much gain? 10%. Second one, 10% loss. Or else take first one 10% loss, second one 10% gain. It's your wish, no problem. Okay, one thing is gain, other one is loss. You can take first one loss, second one gain also. We'll get same answer, no problem with that. First one 10% gain, second one is 10% loss. Right. Now, when there is 10% gain, what is the relation between SP and CP? We discussed in previous session. SP of first one is equal to 110% of CP of first one, right? So, okay, now we can calculate CP of first one here. Whereas next one is 10% loss means SP2 equal to 90% of CP2, right? So here 9,900 divide by 110%. 110% means 110 divided by 100. Also, okay, we'll put it that 110% here. 110 divided by 100. Okay. You can calculate CP1 here, which is 9,000. Whereas SP2, 9,900, 90% means 90 divided by 100. You will calculate CP2 here. So this 0 cancel, and this is 110 times. What is CP2 here? What you got CP2 is 11,000, right? Now, how can you decide whether it is profit or loss? Is overall cost price, overall selling price. What is the overall cost price? How many articles or how many cars they sold? How many cars? 2 cars. So what is the overall cost of that? So CP1 plus CP2, which is 9,000 plus 11,000. We got 20,000. What is overall SP? Overall selling price? SP1 plus SP2, which is 9,900 plus 9,900, which is 19,800. Now you can decide, is SP more than CP or CP more than SP? CP more than SP means, is it profit or loss? Loss. Okay, so how much loss? Overall loss is how much? Overall loss is 200, right? Okay, so that's what, okay, CP minus SP. Overall CP minus overall SP. CP minus SP is what? Loss. That's what I already given in the first video or first session also. You have to know profit means SP minus CP, loss means CP minus SP, and what's the relation between SP and CP? Okay, depends on 10% profit at 10% loss. How can connect SP and CP? We already discussed in the previous session. How we got that 90% also we already addressed. Okay, complete that first video, then you will get full clarity if anybody is absent for the previous session. Here, okay, sometimes they'll give the options. Okay, which of the following statements are true? Instead of like previous this question, they may give you which of the following statements are true. One option is overall loss is 200 rupees. Overall loss is 1%. Then both are correct. Overall loss in terms of rupees is 200. In terms of percentage means what? Loss should be calculated. Loss should be calculated with respect to what? Overall loss percentage means what you have to do? Loss with respect to CP is 20,000 into 100. Numerator also 20,000, denominator also 20,000. Cancel, we got 1%. Sometimes they'll give the options like which of the following statements are true. One of the options they'll say overall loss is 200 rupees, correct. Overall loss is 1%, that is also correct. In terms of percentage 1%, in terms of rupees it is 200 rupees, right? So many people conclude this question like, sir, there is no profit, no loss for this question like that. Okay, but that's okay. They given selling price, my dear. Let's say this question, when you got neither profit nor loss, same question. If they given 9,900 is the cost price of both cars. Then you have neither profit nor loss. You purchased first car for 9,900, you purchased second car for 9,900. One is 10% gain, other one 10% loss means then you will get neither profit nor loss. If it is purchased, but this is sold, selling price. Okay, same question. If I change one word, 2 motor cars were bought instead of sold. If this word is changed, then your answer will be okay, neither profit nor loss. Sir, how can we get that? That's why I kept the next question. If you see, next question is cost price I given. CP1, CP2, 1:2 ratio I given, right? Cost prices they are given, not selling price. So we already covered all models which is required for all competitive exams. Whether it is private sector or government sector, with respect to all exams, we cover the syllabus. I will make sure all models also will be covered. Here, we given selling price. That to how many selling prices are given here? 2 selling prices. If it is 3 selling prices, what you will do? If suppose I give 3 cars were sold for so and so amount, and first one gain, second one loss, third one gain, some percentage will be mentioned. Can't we solve that? If it is 3 also, what we will do? SP1 plus SP2 plus SP3 is overall SP. They will mention profit or loss. Depends on that, you will write the relation between SP and CP. This relationship. If it is profit, SP1 10% profit means 110%. 20% profit means 120% SP equal to 20% loss means 80%. Then you can calculate CP. Once you got CP, CP1 plus CP2 plus CP3. That's overall CP, overall SP, you know, then you decide whether it is profit or loss. Simple. Okay, if they given, I given for 2, but you can solve for 3 or 4 also. If they given 4 selling price, okay. Calculate respected cost price. How to calculate is here. We already discussed in previous session, and today's session also you can see the relation between SP and CP here. Right? Got the point? So go for the next one now. So overall loss is 200 rupees. Some people will argue again, sir, how you got 2 things? 200, 1%. Yes, in terms of rupees, 200 rupees loss. If they ask in terms of percentage, 1%. Some questions they'll ask you, what is the overall loss? That's it. Okay, in rupees means 200, in percentage means 1%. 200 rupees also correct. Loss, percentage 1% also correct. Both correct only. Try to understand what they're asking. Depends on the parameter. Here, rupees, this is in percentages. Got this question clear? Shall I go for the next one? But before going for the next one, some people may be finding some formulas in your textbook related to this model. But there is a terms and condition if you want to apply a formula related to this question. There is one shortcut for this question, but terms and conditions before applying for the shortcut is, first condition, SP1, SP2 both must be equal. In this question, both are equal or not? Yes. Second thing, it should be only for 2 articles. Is this question 2 or 3 articles? 2 articles only. Third condition, profit percent on first article must be equal to loss percent on second article. Here is it same or not? One is 10% gain, another one is 10% loss. That must be equal. Let it be equal to X%. Then you can see this formula. A lot of textbooks will give this. Then overall you have X square. That square is only for X. Divide by 100% loss is the shortcut. What is the shortcut? If all these conditions satisfied is overall you definitely have a loss, but how much loss is X square? Here what is X value in this question? What is the profit? What is the loss percentage? 10. X is 10. What is 10 square? 100 cancel. 1% loss. We got 1% loss only. But with this method, the drawback is if they ask in rupees, no, you'll get only percentage. Overall, 1% loss. Only percentage you can give. But sir, I want in terms of rupees. This we won't give directly that rupees. Previous method is standard method. Sir, if suppose SP1, SP2 not equal, no problem. Previous method will help you. SP1, SP2 different or same, no problem. They'll give their respected profit and loss. We calculate a respected CP1, CP2. No problem with that. But this method, SP1, SP2 both must be equal, because some people will have the formula without knowing what's the conditions. If you want to know that formula, but first know the conditions. This formula is applicable only when SP1, SP2 both equal. Profit percent on first article must be equal to loss percent on second article. And 2 articles only. So 3 articles, this formula waste. This formula won't help you. Let's say 3 selling prices are equal. First one 10% profit, second one 5% loss, third one 5% loss. Still this formula won't help you. It won't help you. Okay, so make sure, okay, you have to apply only for 2 articles, this formula. That's why you can skip this formula. Some people will feel this is a shortcut. If that is the case, okay, fine. Or else this procedure, standard. SP1, SP2 different also, no problem, my dear. Respected CP1, CP2, you calculate, cancel the terms. Overall SP, overall CP. We'll decide whether it is loss or profit. Loss means loss divided by CP into 100. Profit means profit divided by CP into 100. We'll give the loss percent and profit percent. Right. Now let's see about the next question. I hope you understand this shortcut as well. But conditions are there. Make sure when to apply these conditions. Conditions are there. We cannot apply for all questions. There is some terms and conditions. Okay, note down that if you want to apply that formula. Note down those points, then we can go for the next question, 10th one. See the next one. A merchant selling his 2 cars, one at 15% loss and another one at 12% profit. The cost prices are in the ratio of 1:2. Okay. So in this question, it's not like same cost price. So CP1, CP2 are different. If it is same, then it's easy for you to decide the answer actually. I'll let you know same question if it is 1:1 also, how to do. If both are same also, fine. Okay. And here they're asking what is his profit percent or loss percentage. So you have to decide that is profit or loss. If it is profit, what percentage profit? If it is loss, what percentage loss is what you have to decide. Hope you're done with the previous question, right? Right, now let's see about this question. Cost prices are in the ratio 1:2. CP1, CP2 are in the ratio 1:2. I'll give 2 methods. First method, okay, 1:2, right? You satisfying that 1:2, you take CP1 1000, CP2 2000, or 100, 200, your wish, 10,000, 2,000, 20,000, your wish. You take some value. Sir, why only value? If you take in terms of K and 2K, X and 2X, it will take more time to solve. If it is value, you can understand easily. So 10,000 is what CP1, CP2 we assumed as 2000 because of 1:2. They given satisfying this. I'm taking 1000 and 2000. You can take 100, 200, 10,000 to 20,000 also. Okay, no problem. Fine. Then what is the first one? 15% loss. Second one, 12% profit. Okay, right. Now, don't waste your time by calculating SP1 and SP2. You can do like that also. I don't say no, but it will take more time. But let me recall the point 1 which we discussed in day 1 session related to profit and loss. Profit and loss is default calculated on, repeat, profit and loss is default calculated on CP, cost price. Here cost price is given, right? You can directly calculate, right? Previous question, what they given selling prices. Profit and loss is default calculated on cost price. Previous question, selling price is given. We cannot calculate on selling price. Here, see my dear friend, you can calculate SP1, SP2. I agree. Overall SP, overall CP, like that also you can do. Give some space, you can do like that also. But that's time waste. What I'm asking you people is directly you can attack the question. Overall, 15% loss, right? So 15%, that should be loss is calculated on CP. CP is how much here? 1000. I'm putting minus. Why minus? Loss. Here, second one, profit. Profit also calculated on CP. So what is the profit? 12. I'm putting plus because 12% for what? 2000. Profit and loss is calculated on CP. This is the meaning. Okay. Now, 15% means 15 divided by 100. 15 divided by 100. So this 2 zeros, that 2 zeros cancel, minus 150 will come. 12% means 12 divided by 100. Here 20, here 12. 12 into 20 is 240. You got plus or minus here finally. Plus. Plus means you have a profit. You have options both, profit and loss, both are given. How to decide is, here I got plus overall. Plus indicates I have profit overall. Okay. But overall profit is 90. How to calculate profit percentage? Profit by cost price. What is the cost price here? 3000. Superb. Don't say 1000 or 2000. 3000. CP is overall CP you have to take. Overall CP is CP1 plus CP2, which is 3000. Overall CP is 3000. Right. Now what is the percentage? Overall profit percentage is how to calculate. Profit percentage means profit with respect to CP. Profit is 90. CP is 3000 into 100. Okay. Now if you cancel, this is 9000 divided by 3000 means 3 times will come. It's equal to 3%. Overall 3% profit. Overall 3% profit. Somebody who taken 10,000 and 20,000, you will get profit as 900, you know. 900 divided by 30,000 will come. If you take 10,000, 20,000, you will get here 900. Sir, I taken 100 and 200, then you will get 9 only. 9 by 300 or 90 by 3000 or 900 by 30,000. Depends on what is your assumption. What is CP1, CP2? We assumed 1000 and 2000. You can take 10,000, 20,000 also. If you taken 10,000 and 20,000, this should be 900. Depends on calculations. This will be 1500. This will be 2010 extra for every term. But overall result will not disturb. Overall profit percent will be 3% only. So this is lengthy. I'll give the shortcut. Don't worry. Okay, which is valid for all the time. No issues. Whether it is 2 CPs or 3 CPs also no problem. But see the procedure. Any doubts in this, please? CP1, CP2 is 1:2 ratio. Okay, instead of K and 2K, we take in 1000 and 2000, or you can take 10,000 and 20,000 also, no problem. Then first one 15% loss, second one 12% profit. So loss because of that minus. Know the reason for every term what I mentioned. You can ask me or okay, question me, sir, why 1000 and 2000? We need a reason for that. You question yourself. Why minus here? Why plus here? Why finally you decide as why we decide profit here? How we decide profit? Because of plus symbol here. If you got minus 90, then we'll say it's loss. Overall loss is there. Because in question you need to decide whether it is profit or loss. Right? So fine, you got 90, CP is there. So overall profit percentage is profit with respect to CP into 100. 3% profit. So then what's the shortcut for this question? Simple thing. Shortcut is only 2 lines. What is CP1, CP2 ratio? CP1, CP2 is 1:2. First one 15% loss. Second one 12% profit. Overall, you have to calculate, right? So see overall 1 into minus 15%. Why minus? Plus 2 into 12%. That positive term only. What is this 1 and 2 is this ratio. Divide by 1 plus 2. If it is 3:2, what I have to do? Ratio 3:2 means 3 into minus 15, 2 into 12 divided by 3 plus 2. Sir, I have three ratios, 1:2:3. Okay, 1 into that, 2 into that, 3 into third term. Third one, if they given, they'll mention what is the profit or loss for that. You can do for 3 terms, 4 terms, no problem. Divide by 1 plus 2 plus 3 will come. Sir, it should be a sequence. No, it will be 5, 9 and 11 also, no problem. 5, 11 and 7 also, no problem. 5 into something, 11 into something, 7 into something, divided by 5 plus 11 plus 7. Okay, now what is the numerator here? What's the numerator? Minus 15 plus 24 plus 9 divided by 3 plus 3%. Plus means profit in how much percentage? 3%. That's simple. We don't want to go for some formulas and all. Okay, given you the original procedure how to do. You have alternate procedure also. SP1, SP2 calculating. Then SP1 plus SP2 will give overall SP. CP1, CP2 will give overall CP. You can do like that also, no problem. But it will take some extra steps for sure. The time taken, sir, 10 seconds only extra. Yes, dear. The 10 seconds also matter in exam. Hardly one question, 1 minute. The 10 seconds may give life to other new question also. There are some easy questions which can be done by seeing the question, putting the answer also possible. So that's what, okay, we are fighting for the 10 to 20 seconds time saving as well. Or else we can use single method, we can close the discussion. We have to know alternate methods like this as well, so that you can save some time. So CP1, CP2, 1:2. Okay, how to calculate overall scenario? As it is plus, I can mention this is profit. Plus means profit. Right. Next question is discount related inputs. Okay, we need to give certain inputs for the discount before going for that question. Okay, so far we discussed regarding profit and loss. Now discounts also entered. In these questions, whatever we discussed up to now, we consider there is okay no discounts. Discounts are not there, but now they're using the discount concept as well. Right, up to this 10 questions are clear? Last two questions are especially important because they're given multiple selling prices, multiple cost price. 2 or more selling prices is given, how to handle. If 2 or more cost price is given, how to handle the question is what last two discussion. Now let's guys focus on the concept. And when you come to final year, okay, a lot of recruitments, especially TCS, they're giving 2 questions from profit and loss. Unless you don't know the concept, you cannot solve the question. Sir, I know 15 formulas in XYZ textbook, no use. Unless you understand the procedure, you cannot solve the question. Right. Now, before going for that 11th or 12th question, let me go for the concept related to discount. Then we'll see the question related to that. So what is this discount concept, sir? See, okay, let's consider a shopkeeper, okay, cloth store. Let's see about a cloth store. They purchase cost price and they increase the price. After that, we call it like MP or MRP or LP. I'll explain what is that. Don't worry, I'll explain the terminology. Then they'll announce the discount. Then we'll announce the discount and then we sell the product. Listen, so discount is used to decrease the price only. Discount will decrease your price, right? So what is that? CP means cost price, I hope you know. SP means selling price. What is MP? Marked price. Note down that. Marked price. What is LP, sir? Labeled price or list price? Labeled price or list price? MRP, I hope you know. What is that MRP? Maximum retailer price or retail price. When you purchase any groceries or maybe, okay, most of the cool drink bottles everywhere, you can see MRP in your book also. When you purchase any notes, you have MRP, maximum retail price we call. Okay. Notebooks, MRP we call, okay. So what is that marked price? Especially people can find when you go for gift shop, they'll put it a marker. They'll write 200, 300, 2000, 3000. That's the empty packing is there. They'll write with marker. There is no label. They'll put it in, especially in gift shops, you can find most of that. 200, 300 like that, they'll put it a marker and they'll note. That's what, okay, marked price. So labeled price, sir. When you purchase any shirt or t-shirt or any cloth, you can see there is a label for that. Don't assume that label is given by the original one. That label will be removed. These people will give another label for it. If you go for South India shopping mall, they'll give one label, extra label, their own label, not a company label. That will be removed. These people will give their own label. Why, sir? They'll increase the price, my dear. If it is, the concept is, if it is 500, they'll increase it for 1000. Then they'll mention 30% discount. Any festival, we see there is some discounts. What they do, original price 500, they purchase a t-shirt for 500. What these people will do, shopkeeper people, okay, they'll increase the price to 1000. That's what increasing. This definitely MP, MRP, LP is more than the original price. Definitely, otherwise that any shop will be in loss. Any shop will be definitely in the loss if they don't increase. They'll increase up to 1000. Then they'll announce discount, 10% discount, 20% discount, or if it is any festival, they'll give maximum 30% discount. Right. Now, what is 30% for 1000? 10% means removing 100, right? 30% means 300. So the shop is selling the product for 700 rupees. Is it profit or loss? So this is what we can decide using SP and CP, profit or loss. This is the concept. Okay. So far there is no discount. Then selling price equal to labeled price only. Yeah, some shops if you go, there is no discounts. They don't give 1% discount also, some shops. Fixed rate, they'll say. Means selling price equal to labeled price or marked price. Alright, so then there is no need of discount. So for 10 questions, what we discussed is not involving discount concept. Means selling price is equal to not cost price, labeled price or marked price, not cost price. Definitely any shopkeeper, they'll increase the price at least 5%. DMart also, they'll have at least 2%, 3%, some margin. Definitely they'll increase the price. That's no way. They don't increase, they don't get any profit here. No one will work, okay, if there is no profit. Right? So why I am teaching you, I'll get some salary, some profit. Why you people listening? So if you listen, okay, it may be occurred in your exam, you may clear, you may get some job. That's what you have some gain, you have some profit. Nobody will listen to anyone until unless there is some profit or some positive thing there for them. Otherwise, no one will. Definitely they'll increase. That's why I fix it here. I increase, I clearly mentioned. Definitely they'll increase the price. Right. Fine. Now I want to know one point. Profit and loss is default calculated on. Profit and loss is default calculated on CP, cost price. Okay, good. Now discount is calculated on. Discount is calculated on. Now how you got this 300, my dear? Anyone say how you got this 300? That will give the answer for me. Discount is calculated on. I will give options. Discount is calculated on cost price, selling price, labeled price. Labeled price, my dear. See, you go to a shop, 1000 rupees is the t-shirt, label they given. That is 10% discount means 100 rupees less. That is 10, for 1000 you are calculating 10%. The 1000 is labeled price, which is labeled for the t-shirt. 900 rupees is the selling price for the shopkeeper. For you it is cost price. When you purchase any item, for the shopkeeper it is selling price. For you it is cost price. Right, so for shopkeeper, 1000 rupees, if it is 10% discount, 100 rupees less, 900 rupees they are selling. The 10%, don't say on cost price. See, if you know original cost 500 rupees, why you pay 700? You don't pay, right? No one, the purchase person don't know, okay, or we are purchasing something, we don't know the original price of that. It's not on CP. Some people say discount calculated on CP is wrong. Discount calculated on SP is wrong. Discount is calculated on label price. Note down that point. Discount is default calculated on label price. Discount is default calculated on label price. Don't bahad that. Okay, understand. I given you example also. On LP, I'm writing in short. LP means labeled price or list price. We can also call it like marked price also, no problem. MP is marked price only. Cost price increase, we call it like MP or MRP or LP. Discount given, then it is selling price. Discount is default calculated on labeled price. Right. Now, profit means SP minus CP, right? What is loss? Profit is SP minus CP. Loss means CP minus SP. Then what is discount? Same way discount also should be there, right? What is discount then? Discount is equal to LP minus SP. Here discount is 300, right? That is labeled price 1000, selling price 700. See, a t-shirt cost is 1000, they sell it for 800. Then what is the discount you got? 200 rupees. 1000 rupees, they sell it for 800, means they given 200 rupees discount. That is labeled price minus selling price. Labeled price on that t-shirt, labeled price is 1000, they given you for 800, means they given 200 rupees discount. Discount is labeled price minus selling price. Understand it, don't try to buy heart. Okay, try to understand what's the terminology. Right. Now, profit percent means what? Profit percent means profit by CP into 100. Now, what is discount percentage? Discount by what? I have to know. Into 100, okay. But denominator. Yes. LPR, MP. Both same. MP means same meaning. Discount percentage means discount divided by LPR MP. Labeled price, marked price, all same. Why, sir? Before line you see discount calculated on. Discount calculated on label price. So 20% discount means SP equal to 80% of labeled price. Why 80%? Discount is given on what? Label price. So from labeled price, how much discount? 20%. Then discount means is it decreasing your amount or increasing your amount? It will decrease your product amount, right? That's why I'm putting decrease. Now selling price is 80% of label price. Are you understanding that point? Why 80? Why 80%? 20% decrease. If it is 10% discount, 90%, right? Okay. SP equal to 80% of label price. That value is already 24 they given. That is equal to 24 because that is given in the question. Now 8 10 times, 8 3 times. 10% is how much? 3. Let it be. Now how much discount they said? How much discount next time? If 30% means selling price is how much to label price? 70% of label price. Are you agreeing with that 70%? What is 10%? 3. 70% means 21. That's it. This question, if you see any textbook, they'll give a lot of formulas involving 2 or 3 equations, not required. If you know, they clearly given 20% discount. So 20% less. 100% means there is no change. No increase, no decrease. We already discussed in previous session. 100% means 1. So please be regular for the classes. If you attend for the previous session, then this session is easy. If you are absent also, we are sharing the recorded video in your group. Kindly complete that video. If you are absent, ask your friends what topic is done in the previous session. Okay, understand, learn from that. Continuation you required. If you're absent, please go through the video which is shared. Here, why 70% is second time they are giving 30% discount. So if it is 30% discount, then we have to get 70%. Selling price is 70% of label price. 15% discount means selling price equal to 85% of label price. Good. 21, not 28. Some people will put it as 28. No. If there is more discount, selling price is less. Okay. See the next question. 12th one. This question asked, okay, by changing the values many times. They may change the values here and there. And lot will do some mistakes. So please see the question carefully. A shopkeeper labeled the price of his article so as to earn profit of 30% on the cost price. He labeled 30% extra. Okay, so suppose cost price is something, he increased 30% extra. That's what the labeled price. I already mentioned you, they'll definitely increase the price for labeled price or list price or market price. Then to sell the products he is offering 10% discount on. Discount means definitely they'll give you on labeled price only. Discount means decreasing. So why this down arrow mark means decreasing. Here they increase 30%. Now they are selling the product. In previous session, we already discussed this type of situation once. Some people will think here, sir, 30% increase means plus 30. 10% discount means minus 10. Plus 30 minus 10, 20% profit is wrong answer. We already discussed in previous session, it's not addition, subtraction. We discussed one question, if you recall, manufacturer to wholesaler, wholesaler to retailer, retailer to customer. We discussed one question, it's not 20. Don't do addition, subtraction. Plus 30, sir, minus 10, it is plus 20. Plus 20 means 20% profit. No. What are the mistake you do? Options are readily welcome you. Okay, so options will definitely available for the mistake to encourage your mistakes. It's not 20. Then how to solve questions, sir? Two methods I'll give. Method 1. Do you know the cost price? No. We don't know, right? So assume 100 rupees. So why only 100? You take 200, sir. 1000, your wish. Value means easily you can understand. Okay, I assume 100 rupees is my cost price. How much increase? Then what should be labeled price? Is it 70 or 130 or 110? 103. 130 rupees. 30% for 100 means 30 rupees increased. 130. Then how much discount? 10%. 10% means how to calculate? I mentioned in previous session. Whenever 10% means 1 by 10. 10 by 100, it's nothing but 1 by 10. What is 10% for 130 means 13. Dividing by 10. Whenever I ask 10% means divide by 10 and tell. Simple. For 130, 10% is nothing but 13. 13 rupees. Why minus here? Discount. So we'll get 117. Selling price is 117. Is it now profit or loss? Cost price 100. Selling price 117. You have profit. How much profit? 17. Profit percentage. They're asking in percentage. Profit by CP into 100. Profit is 17. Divided by 100 into 100 will cancel. 17% only. 17 with respect to 100. 17%. So 17 rupees, right? Yes, sir. Then how to calculate profit percent? Profit by CP. 17 by 100 into 100. That 100 is not cancel. We'll get 17% only. 17 rupees, but it's nothing but equal to 17%. Still, some people are simply watching the thing. So please note down the points. If you have any doubt, please stand up and ask. Profit percentage means profit by CP into 100. Or else, what is percentage? You know, percentage, if you expand, percent. Percent means out of 100. Out of 100, what is your value? Is what percentage? This is 17 out of Means 17%, that's it. So I got 15 marks out of 100, yours 15%, sir. So I got 37 marks out of 100, means 37%. Percent per 100. Out of 100, what is your marks is what percentage? So I got 17 rupees out of 100, I can write directly 17%. Some people still in dilemma, that's why I explained 17 by 100 into 100. What is this denominator 100 indicates? CP. Denominator 100 is indicating CP. CP, cost price. Profit by CP into 100. Always profit percentage is profit by CP into 100. Clear with this question? We'll go for the another approach also. There are n number of methods, my dear. We can go ahead with n number of methods. See this next question. Same question, another method. Wait. So cost price increased by 30%, then decreased by 10%, then they sell the product, right? See, 30% increase means I can write 130%. 10% decrease means 90%. That is equal to selling price. Okay. So CP 130% means 130 divided by 100. 90% means 90 divided by 100. Wait, see how we are solving this question in the other method is this 0 cancel, this 0 cancel. What is 13 into 9? 117. Divide by 100 means 117% I can write directly. 13 into 9 is, okay, as you mentioned, 117. Divide by 100 means 117% I can mention. So SP equal to 117% of CP. (13 into 9) 117 divided by 100. 117 divided by 100 means 117%. So you can say 17% profit. 17% profit. If it is 120% of CP means 20% profit. More than 100, whatever it is there, we can call it a profit. This is the another method, my dear. You have n number of methods to solve, but why 130 here? What is that 130 indicates? Because of increase. Why 90 here? Decrease, because of decrease, right? If suppose if it is 60% increase, 20% decrease means then what I have to do? 60% increase, then 20% discount means 60% increase means 160, 20% discount means 80%. X% means X by 100. 90% means 90 divided by 100. 130% means 130 divided by 100, like that you have to note down. So SP is nothing but 117% of CP. 117 by 100, that indicates 17% profit. More than 100%, whatever it is there, we have to call that as the profit. More than 100, 117, 17 extra. So 17% profit we can claim. Clear? Right? See, some people, okay, if you don't know the concept, some of you people may be thinking in a mind, sir, I want to start some business. If you want to start some business, if you don't know these calculations, you may end with loss. You may see a lot of shops. Okay, I'll show one situation. You can note down at the ending, at the end of that topic also, one empty page is given for you. You can note down there. I want to just give one simple scenario like this. Okay, one simple observation I want to, okay, from your end. See, price is increased by 60%, my dear. Then 40% discount is given. Is it profit or loss finally you will get? Can anyone say? I increase the price by 60%. Then how much discount? 40% discount is given. Whether the shopkeeper end with profit or loss? Profit. Okay, we'll check. How much profit you are thinking? 20%. That's what the mistake I said. Don't do plus 60 minus 40. That's wrong. For information, he ended with 4% loss. This is why those who are starting the business, they should know how much discount I can give. If you increase the, you may think that 60% increase is right. I can give discount up to 60%. No, sir. If we give up to 60%, after 1 week, your shop will be closed. Okay, so fine. So make sure. So how? See, cost price you assume 100 rupees, sir. 100 rupees you assume. 60% increase means it will become 160. Now you are giving 40% discount, not for 100. That 40% should be calculated on what? 160, not on 100. If it is on 100, 40 rupees discount, 160 minus 40 means 120. But you are giving 40% discount on 160. Discount calculated on labeled price. What is 10% for 160? 10% means dividing by 10. 16. 40% means for 160, 10% is 16. 16 dividing by 10. 40% means obviously multiply with 4, 64. 64. So 160 minus 64 or plus 64? Minus 64. What is the selling price? 96 rupees. Loss. Selling price less than cost price. So if you are not alert and fix the price properly, not fix the price properly, then you will be lost. Loss of 4 rupees with respect to 100 means 4%, sir. Sir, why you are assuming percentage now? At least you understand why I am assuming 100. If I got finally last 5, I can write 5% directly. Because with respect to 100, 4 with respect to 100 is 4%. 11 with respect to 100 is 11% directly. No, sir, I know formula loss by CP into 100. Okay. Loss is 4, CP 100 into 100 cancel only. 4% only you will get. So 4% loss, my dear. So that is why this topic is coming to picture and say you have to know if you want to start some business also, make sure you have to know how much percentage to be increased and what is the discount to be given. And you have to know the CP name properly. In previous session, we discussed that point. Until you sold, whatever spent on the article comes under. Until you sold, whatever spent on the article comes under cost price. Understand what is cost price also. Why, sir? You people may think about, listen, sir, t-shirt cost is 500, sir. I'll give 60% increase, then 10% discount, I'll get some profit. 500 is not the price. 500 is the t-shirt price, okay. You want to purchase, you went to Bangalore to purchase that. The transportation cost also to be added. Why you went to Bangalore? To purchase the t-shirts. Right? So the transportation cost. You have a rent. You are purchasing not on road. You are selling not on road. You may need a shop. You need some employees. All that to be added. Cost price meaning is that until you sold. Why you recruited the employee? To sell the product, right? So that should come under cost price. Until you sold, whatever you spent on it will come under cost price. I'm giving you this point. I am thinking one among you may start some business. As an entrepreneur, what is cost price? You please understand. Here it's not required for my case. Okay, but you have to know. You are going for some product related, that all comes under, sir, I went to Bangalore, okay, the transportation cost, that room cost, you spend, you take in a room for fresh food, everything, all that you have to put in cost price only. You went there for that purpose only, right? You have to consider it's a cost price. Okay, so the transportation internally, Ola, cab, Uber, whatever you spend for that purpose, you put it in the cost price only. Like that, you calculate cost price, not simply like this t-shirt cost is 500, I'm selling for 1000, I'm in profit. No, you may spend more than 1000 rupees for that. You may be spent already. So that you have to check. Okay. And this discount also you have to be careful what percentage to be maintained. Okay, see this, a lot of people may think this is a profit, but finally on working out, we got a loss. So be careful. Right now, let me go ahead with the question, what we are discussing. 12, 13, 14, 15, see the 13th one. I think you people can handle this question easily. But read the question carefully. He earns a profit of 25% after 10% discount, not like previous question. This is different one. Please read the question carefully. Shopkeeper earn a profit of 25% after allowing 10% discount on the list price. So what's the outline? Cost price, okay, list price, 10% discount. You are selling here 25% profit. Understand, this is what the question. They given after giving discount, you got 25% profit. Previous question, first 30% profit they expected, then they given 10% discount. Understand previous question this one. Read it properly. That's why verbal is playing a key role. You have to understand the question. So cost price, labeled price, 10% discount. Okay, then you are selling the product. 25% profit. List price is how much? 500. 10% discount means 50 gone, right? So 450 is the selling price. Now, relation between SP and CP, how much? What's the relationship? What's the profit? 25% means SP equal to 125% of CP. SP is 450. 125% means 125 divided by 100 into CP. This is 25. 5 times, 25 4 times, 5 ones 5 90 times, 90 into 4 is nothing but 360. List price is 360 rupees. Sorry, cost price is 360 rupees. List price 500. You have to calculate the cost price. Cost price is 360. Selling price is linked with two things. One related to cost price, one related to list price. Linked with two factors, selling price. One with list price, one with the cost price. In fact, okay, you do no need to bahat, guys, see, profit and loss calculated and what we discussed already, cost price. If you have a doubt, see, this arrow mark you just observe, okay, discount, arrow mark starts at what point? From labeled price, right here. For discount, okay, it's going in forward direction. Discount initial point is what? Labeled price. On initial one only we have to calculate where it is starting. Discount is discount by labeled price. This profit or loss, what's the starting point? Cost price to selling price, right? So profit or loss is calculated on cost. That arrow mark at least to understand. First we purchase, then we'll increase the price, then we'll announce the discount, then we'll sell. So discount arrow mark starts from labeled price. So discount is calculated on labeled price. Profit or loss arrow mark starts here. So profit or loss is calculated on CP. Like that, you can simply go ahead. This outline diagram, if you know, simple. Profit or loss calculated on cost price, discount calculated on labeled price. That arrow gives the clear picture what is going on. Right, now let's see about 14th question. After successive discounts of 30, 20 and 10%, a customer has to pay. Customer is paying or maybe the shopkeeper is selling, both same only. Shopkeeper may sell that product or customer is paying, both same. Yeah, you are purchasing a book from a shop. For you it is cost price, but that for shopkeeper it is selling price. For shopkeeper it is selling price, for you it is cost price. So after successive discounts of 30%, 20% and 10%, Discount is given on what? Labeled price. First 30% discount. Successive discounts. Next to 20. Next to 10. Don't say all 60%. No. They clearly mention successive. One after another. Successive discounts means like one after another. First 30%. Further then they'll give 20%. Further then they'll give 10%. Then the customer is paying finally 252 rupees. Okay, now what is the list price, right? Simple logic. 30% discount means can I write 70%? 20% discount means 10% discount means that's it. Equal to 252. See that carefully. What they given? 70%, 80%, 90%. Successive discounts. Don't say 30 plus 20 plus 10, 60. No. Successive means one after another. First you give 30% discount. Okay, you got some new price. For that, next you give 20% discount. Already this is decreased one. For the decreased one, you give the next discount. Again, it is decreased. Further, then you give 10% discount. Okay, then the amount become 252 rupees. %70 means 70 by 100, 80% means 80 divided by 100, 90% 90 by 100, like that you calculate. So what will be the labeled price finally? Yes? $500. Calculations do fast. That's what deciding your timer. 70% means 70 divided by 100. 80% 80 divided by 100. Cancel on both sides. Check it out. Finally, you will get 500. See whether you got 500 or 600. What value? Check. $500 is the list price. See the next one. Hope you are done with this question. Need any other method? Is this okay? Or if you want another method, what you can do? You can assume labeled price some value, list price some value. Okay, let's see the other method if you want. You assume labeled, this is method 2 here. You are done with one method. The other method is, I don't know list price or labeled price, right? I'm assuming as 100 or 1000, your wish. You assume some value. I'm assuming 100. First, how much discount? 30% discount means it will become how much value? 70. Next discount? Next is 20%, right? What is 10% for 70? 7 rupees. 20% means 14 rupees. It become 56. Then how much discount? 10%. 56, 10% means 5.6. Right? So what is that? 56 minus 5.6 is 50.4, right? Very good. Okay, all discounts completed. See, successive discount, you understand at least here, I'm not doing this 20% for 100. 20% for what we're calculating? 70 for decreased one. This 10% I'm calculating for 56, not for 100. Okay, you got 50.4, right? Okay, but what is given in the question, you know, instead of 50.4, they given 252. So how will get 252 is multiplying by 5, right? 50.4, if it want to become 252, you have to multiply by 4. What is labeled price you assumed? 100. Now you have to multiply by 5. Why, sir? I didn't get my correct answer, right? Listen. I'll just explain. I don't know what is the labeled price. We have to calculate. The other method is you can assume when value is not given. I assumed as 100. Finally, I got 50 rupees only selling price. But in question, customer paid 250 rupees, not 50 rupees. Means my assumption is wrong. Then I have to correct my assumption. How to correct, sir? I got 50.4, but given in the question is 252. What is the relationship is 50 into 5 is 250. 0.4 into 5 is 2. 250 rupees satisfied. Multiplied by 5 I have to do. So my assumption initially what we taken for labeled price 100. I have to correct it. What is the factor is into 5. 500 is the correct answer. This is the another method. Percentages, profit and loss, simple interest and compound interest. When unknown is there, you can assume some value and proceed as per the given conditions. Finally, you got something, they given something. I got discount is 50 selling price or customer is paying 50.4 I got. But in question they given 252, the relationship is into 5. Suppose, my dear, if I got 504, then what I have to do? It is 504, they given 252 means I have to divide by 2. I got 504, they given 252 means divide by 2. Whatever I assumed I have to divide by 2. See, if you try for 1000 rupees, same question, label price you assume as 1000, then you got final 504. 504 they given 252 means half. So instead 1000 half is 500. So whatever you assumed, the related factor will come. Don't fix into 5 for all. Depends on your assumption, the related one will come. If you assume 1000 here 504. 504 to 252 is divided by 2. Then 1000 divided by 2 is 500. We'll get 500 only finally. This is the another method, my dear. I am giving n number of methods because some cases the second method may feel good for you to solve that particular question. Some cases first method you feel good. Because let's say in TCS company, calculator allowed, virtual calculator allowed, then this calculations is easy for you. No need to do manually. You have a virtual calculator, you can just click on those numbers, calculator will give the answer. In that case, this first method is okay, easy. But when calculator not allowed, you may feel second method is easy. Depends on situations. Okay, you have to use both methods. That's why we are giving you all methods. Are you clear with this question? Are you clear with this approach? Done. So we'll go for the next one. See the last question. We know profit percent formula. They given that also in the question. See the last one. They given here discount is market price minus selling price. We know already that. And they given this profit is calculated with respect to cost price. That also we know. This all fine. I want only one point. What is this 3:4? What is the 3:4 is? Cost price of P and Q. Okay. Cost price of P and Q are 3:4. What is this 5,400? Cost price of P. Then see 3 become 5,400, my dear. What is 3 and 54 relationship? 1800. Here also multiply with 1800. 7,200 is the cost price of Q. Cost price of Q is 7,200. Cost price of P is 5,400. Got it? Cost price of P 5,400. Cost price of Q is 7,200. Or understand that 7,200 how you got? What is that 1800? What is that 1800? How you got that 1800? The relation, they given ratio 3:4. Some people do like this. See, our approach in exam should be with less number of steps, my dear. Don't do with 12 steps. I understand means no, not in that fashion. I can write this question like this: cost price of P equal to 3K because of 3:4. Cost price of Q 4K. 3:4 means 3K, 4K we can write. In question 3K is given as 5,400. Calculate K value. What is K value will give here is 1800. Then 4 into 1800, 7,200. Like that we can do. But okay, exam point of view, our aim to solve the question within a minute. Within 1 minute we need to solve the question. So plan the approach according to that. So make sure whatever the approach you follow, it should satisfy to solve the question within a minute. Right, so you know this lot. What is this lot now? 7,000. 200. Okay. Now what they are asking? Discount on item Q. How to calculate discount on Q? Q only they are asking there. Q only they are asking. How to calculate discount? Percentage that too. Discount percentage is discount divided by MP, marked price of Q into 100. Marked price is already available 10,000. This is marked price, my dear. Right? So marked price is available already. What you want is only discount. So how can you know? Calculate selling price, sir. This 25 is what? Profit percentage. The 25 is profit percentage. So SP of Q equal to 125% of CP of Q. CP of Q is nothing but 7,200. SP of Q is this. So what is SP of Q value? How much you got? Or 125% you can write like 5 by 4 or 9,000 I hope you got. Calculate. Okay, if you are feeling this is a bit difficult for calculation purpose, you can do like 25 5 times, 25 4 times, 4 1800s. 5 into 18 is 90, 90 into 100 will give 9,000. Selling price of Q is 9,000. How to calculate discount of Q? They given the question also. Discount is marked price minus selling price. Marked price how much? 10,000. Selling price 9,000. So discount is 1,000. You got 10%. Option C. Discount of Q in terms of percentage is 10%. In terms of rupees is 1,000 rupees. Check once.